Hello, welcome back to Nitron Suspension. My name is Patrick and this is a Porsche 911 996 Turbo. This car came into us this week for a whole host of upgrades, including front axle lift, our elec-TRON DCU and our Nitron elec-TRON R3 coilovers. This is a track car. It might not look it, but it is. So let's go back to the start of the week where it all began.
Having already established a world-renowned suspension system for the 996, building the R3 coilovers was simple. The intricacies start when you introduce an elec-TRON system to a car that never had adaptive damping. Insert Nitron elec-TRON and our DCU. A fully custom-made wiring harness that links directly with our elec-TRON proportional valve, meaning we now have a fully customizable adaptive suspension system that makes independent adjustments to each coilover faster than a blink of an eye. Alongside the DCU, we also installed our front axle lift system, an independent pump, loom and lift cylinder kit that will raise the car 25mm at the shock. Once installed, it was time for the setup, ride heights, alignment and corner weighting. Using the bi-path alignment system, we can get unbelievably accurate measurements to ensure that this 996 is fully prepped and ready for the road and track.
Okay, so this is a 911 Turbo 996, so this didn't come with any PASM on it at all. So we've specified a kit for this car, installed our DCU, a full harness and R3 elec-TRON shocks. This particular customer is an old friend of the company, and he works for a specialist car building company, and he had something very specific because Mike is in a wheelchair. He had a motorcycle accident years ago, so it has hand controls, but this suits him perfectly because we have an adjustment on the fly where he can reach it really easily in the center console with our calibration switch. We've mounted the canisters in an easy position so he can get to everything, and to assist with speed bumps and getting into the driveway. He does a lot of track days, and also getting in and out of the car. We've installed a 25mm lift system onto the front. So this is in full soft mode at the moment, so this is really supple, perfect for everyday use. You can use this car just as an everyday, as these cars can be, and then simply with the flick of a switch we can go into fully active stiff mode, which will be more of a track use for Mike, and then he can back it off very quickly, very easily, as and when he needs to. Some people prefer to have the semi-active settings for the road and just use the static settings for track, so that they haven't got the input of the semi-active control. And you know, if it's a particular track that's very, very bumpy and they want a more consistent setting, you can use the static adjustable settings. It's really just to give the driver more choice and give the operator more choice of how they want to run the shocks. So this is the position that I like to use a lot of, which is the mid position, if you like, the sport. So it's 50% damping and then 100% adaptation. So this gives you the maximum amount of change for cornering, gives you 100% on your squat and braking efficiency. So it really works well. And of course, all these settings are fully tunable with the DCU. So if you find that the soft setting is too soft, we can simply change it. And if you find that the hard setting is too stiff and you don't use it, we simply change it. So it's fully programmable. One of the features that we wanted to do with this car is the ability to lift the axle lift from outside of the car. So you can simply turn the ignition on, press the button, it lifts the car, and that will help Mike get in and out of the car.
You may have seen a similar suspension setup installed on a 997 GT3. It is now all available for the 996 as well. If you need any more information on price, availability and application, email us at sales@nitron.com or simply head to the website nitron.com.